Hey, so excited for you guys to continue reaching out to new people on Facebook. So today we're going to start out and kind of discuss like what our target market is. So some key things that you want to write down would be who do you want to work with? So when you think about that, you can think about their profession, their age range, their location, where they're at, maybe their personality and their gender. Though anybody can do Plexus, most people are women. Not saying that men can't excel. There's a couple men in our diamond group, but you're going to probably have more success with women than men, simply because the type of product and the options that they have. So write those things down and kind of figure out what your target market is specifically. I'll read those again. So who do you want to work with? That'd be your profession, the age range, location, gender, and their personality. So once you figure out your ideal market, you can start searching for people that are ideal for you. You have to remember, you don't want to just pick anybody. They have to be positive. They have to have a certain aspect about them, because you can get anybody to join your team, but joining your team and thriving on your team are two totally different things. So once you figure out your ideal target market, then you can go and search for those people on fan pages, on business pages, anything like that. And I'll show you guys an example of that in a little bit. So after you find a fan page, you want to look for a post that kind of works well with the company, or is a great example of positivity, entrepreneurship, something that has to do with our company. And then you want to look at the comments. It's amazing how many people are going to comment on these posts. So then you want to find a comment that is positive, that's nice. You don't want to get any negativity comments and message those people, because that just shows that if they're going to be negative on a random business page or a random fan page, then they're probably pretty negative. Next, you want to look at their profile. See kind of what they look like, if you think it would be an option, and I'll show you again this in a little bit. And then you're going to write them a message. So you're going to reply to the comment, and then you're going to write them a message. Okay. You want to find groups. Personally, some fan pages or group pages I use are pages like Leaky Gut, autoimmune diseases, because those apply to me. I have a big connection with them because of what Plexus has done for me. So that's kind of my passion. I know Kate uses more like thyroid because she has Hashimoto's, and Plexus has tremendously helped her with her Hashimoto's. So different pages like that. That is going to be honestly one of the hardest things for you to find, is the pages. So once you find multiple pages, it will get easier. And this is not something that's necessarily easy. It will take time. I think I'm about a month and a half into it, maybe a month, and I'm still trying to figure it out and learning. So don't get discouraged. Just keep working on it. So let's see what else. So again, with the people you pick, you want to pick good people. You want to pick leader type people, people that are agreeing with the status, people that are speaking from experience, not necessarily like a theory, because then you know that they've been there. You don't want them to show like weakness in the post necessarily. Sometimes I will reach out to those people if they're really struggling financial wise, or even sometimes physical wise with their stomach or migraines or something, because I know Plexus can help, and because it's not all about growing my business, it's about helping people also. So I will reach out to those people, but just be conscious. You don't want to reach out to just those people. You want to be trying to find people that will excel in this business and grow your team. Try to find out if they're open, if they're active on Facebook. You know, active on Facebook is hard because a lot of people have their profiles private. So that's something that you got to be conscious of. But at the same time, you want to see that they're posting, and their most recent post isn't back from like 2010. So be conscious of that. And then we're going to get into the messaging part of it. So let me screen share with you guys, and I will show you what it would kind of look like to reach out to somebody. So you're on Facebook. Oh, look, there's Kate. That's so funny. Okay, so you're going to go up into the search bar, and obviously Leaky Gut is one of my top ones because they go there often. So you're going to search a group that you want, and you can find tons and tons of different groups depending on your location or depending on kind of what you do for a living. I can show you how to find those in a little bit. But so now I'm on the Leaky Gut page. I'm going to scroll down and look for a good post. This fan page is sometimes it's good, but sometimes it doesn't have great people. So here, this is a great one. Key health benefits for turmeric. This is a great one because it shows that people are into getting their brain healthy. They are into natural ways of doing that and not just taking supplements. So you can look at this post, and this one doesn't have a ton on it, but there's this Michelle, and she says, I started using it about a week ago, and I'm trying to get 5 tablespoons a week into my diet. That's pretty good. Sounds like she's trying it. She wants to improve her health. So what you do is you can go to her fan page, or go to her page, and I'm just going to open a new tab. Oops, that didn't work. Okay, so then you go to her page and you look at her. So ideally, I would like to see her picture of just her and not this graphic. And then this is not a fabulous cover photo. But if you scroll down, you can look at her intro page. Looks like she studied medical imaging. So that's a good thing. She's in the medical field. Medical field people are usually pretty awesome with Plexus because they know what could happen and what can happen with drugs, and they're more open to alternative ways. And then you see that August 28th, she posted this. So that wasn't too long ago. Lots of comments on it, which means her page is pretty active. So that's really good. Shows that she has a lot of friends. So realistically, I'd probably reach out to her, even though she has a bad profile picture, because a profile picture can be changed. So I'm going to go back to the Leaky Gut page. There we go. I'm going to find her comment, and I'm going to reply to it. I'm just going to say, Michelle. Always add their name too. That's always really important. That is so awesome that you are trying this natural way of keeping your brain healthy. Obviously, I struggle to type and write, so don't judge me too much. Here we go. I also have like multiple computers, so I can never get them the right way. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, oops. Okay, so then I'm just going to hit send, reply to her. She's going to get a notification that I replied to her comment. And then I'm going to go to her page. And I'm going to hit message. Now you have to be conscious. You can't just auto message and like copy paste to tons and tons of people, because they will, like, Facebook will flag you and you can go to Facebook jail and they'll like shut your profile down for a couple days. You will get a notification before it does happen. So if that does happen, just take a break, take a couple days off, and don't message anybody. It actually looks like I messaged her already. And so I said, hey, Michelle, I saw your comment on the Leaky Gut page. Always, always, always explain why you are messaging them. First things first. Oh, this was actually for another reason. Obviously, she has some heartburn. So it was back for a heartburn post that was on Leaky Gut. So I said, I'm so sorry that you get heartburn. It is seriously horrible. I have tried different remedies to try to stop it. I used to have to take a double dose of Prilosec, and it helped, but I knew it was bad for my body, and I wanted to work really hard to find something else that worked. So I see you studied at medical imaging. That must be a cool career. Do you enjoy it? So couple things about this, and I will go back to my comments and show you guys. Write this down. This message formula, this is what you're going to use. So typically there's like an 80% response rate, but that's after you have mastered it. I would say I have like a 50% response rate, maybe. It takes time. Do not get discouraged. I still get people messaging me all the time. In fact, it's kind of overwhelming because you're constantly responding and making new connections, which is awesome. So write this down. You're going to say, hey, whoever you are, explain why you're messaging them. So I told them I saw their post on the Leaky Gut page. Compliment them. So I actually don't think I did that on that one. But, look through their profile, find something. Oh, I see you're a huge Steelers fan. That's so cool. I think she lives there. No, is Oregon Steelers? No. So, you can ask, like, oh, what happened? Why are you such a big fan of the Steelers? Blah, blah, blah. I love football, too, if you do love football. Don't lie. People see right through it. And then ask them a question. Typically, you're going to say, hey, what do you do? If it says what they do on their profile, do not ask. That is like a huge, huge thing. If it says it, then they're going to know you didn't look. Obviously, I said something about I saw she studied medical imaging, but that doesn't mean she's in that job anymore. So, it's just kind of you're trying to figure it out, and it's going to take time. So slowly work on that. As for finding group pages and stuff, you're going to actually, you can go down to interests. See, I'm on my home page. You just click the F and it will take you to the home page. You go down to pages and public figures. There we go. And of course, Emily Roberts is on mine because I'm a huge fan. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, that's not the one I'm looking for. Where are you? You guys can tell I haven't done this in a while, right? Okay, so what you can do is type in things that up in the search bar that you are interested in. So for me, it'd be leaky gut. So I'll type in leaky gut and just hit search or enter. And then it's going to come up with this. So you can go to the top, but I always go to the pages. So you can hit pages or groups you can go to. And it'll show you. There we go. There we go. So it'll show you all the different leaky group pages. You never want any page that has likes that are under like 1,000. I try to keep mine under 5,000 simply because the more people that are in the group, the more chances you're going to be able to find people. And you don't want to constantly be looking for people. Finding one person should take less than 5 minutes, finding and messaging them. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It takes me still a little longer than 5 minutes per person. But like I said, the more you get used to it, the faster and faster you get at it. So then you can like the page. Then you can go to it every day and look for different comments and different posts. You can also go to your Facebook page, and it will show you. So you can go to more on your Facebook page, and it will show you your likes. You can hit likes, and it'll show you all the pages that you're on. So you can go to all those different pages and find different prospects every day. So then let me take you off. Let's see. Why aren't you working? Okay. So anyways, so now you're gonna go down to the Facebook do's and don'ts. Pretty much what I was saying. Don't message everybody too fast. Don't copy and paste. Make them personal. You're not reaching out to too many people, so just make them personal. Don't be spammy on groups. That's really annoying. So just be, don't go and be like, oh my gosh, you have to try this. I want you to try this, blah, blah, blah. just simply message them personally and talk to them about it. Don't go and Facebook everybody. That's like a big no-no. You can go and Facebook friend request some people, but you don't always want to friend request all of them, simply because there is a limit on how many people you can friend request. And there we go. And how many people you can be friends with. I think it's like a 5,000 limit. So yes, it is a lot, but it will add up a lot over time. So if you can follow them, always follow them instead of friend request them, because you'll still get their posts, but it's not considered a quote-unquote friend. Try to send messages out daily. That's really important. It's all about consistency. Plexus and every other network marketing business is about consistency. You can do it if you constantly do it every single day, even if it's like 30 minutes a day, okay? If you take breaks, like for a full week, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to get back into it, it's not going to grow as fast. You have to be consistent, okay? You have to be conscious about your other folder. I'm not sure if you guys know about that. I'm actually going to screen share again. I shouldn't have turned that off. So in your other folder, if you're using your phone, you usually don't have an issue with it, because it will come up in your Messenger app and it will say request from so-and-so to message you. And then you have to accept it, and then you can reply. But if you are on Facebook, let's see. When you go into your messages right up here, see this message requests? That's your other folder. And a lot of times your messages will go into another folder, but so will sometimes when people message you. So be conscious and check this. Currently, yes, I have nobody. I try to keep it as clear as I can because I know it will happen. But check that regularly, because that will happen. And you don't want to miss an opportunity simply because you didn't check your other folder. So be conscious of that and check your other folder. And then let's see, lastly, I think that's pretty much it. So lastly, what you're going to want to do is we're going to start with, let's try to do 5 to 10 a day. So try to reach out to 5 to 10 people a day. This shouldn't take longer than 30 minutes. It's going to probably starting out. So if you can only get 5 in a day, that's fine. Take your time. And then you're going to follow up. I have an app, it's called Swipes, and I write it on my Swipes app. So I message somebody, and then I don't add them to the follow-up until like we have a conversation, and then I ask them about Plexus if they're interested. And that will be in our next video about following up. Right now, I just kind of want you guys to get used to reaching out to people, finding good groups, and making connections. Because yes, we do want them to join Plexus, but it's all about connections. And you want to start with connections. Connections will lead you to friendships, and friendships will lead you to, awesome friendships, but also to amazing business potential with your friends. So with that being said, work on your target market, find some Facebook fan groups, and then go from there. Start reaching out to people. Start doing it and trying it, and use the little message that we're doing on Facebook to talk to each other. I can get on there, I'll read what you guys are saying, but talk to each other, see what each other's doing, and honestly, it will be really helpful to throw it back and forth at each other. Me and a couple other people that have started this training about a month and a half ago have been doing that, and it's so nice because we're in the same spot and we know exactly what's happening, and we know our frustrations, and we know the excitement. So do that, and other than that, I will talk to you guys soon. Awesome. Good luck.